What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Ethereum today at the request of Cal. We're doing this for you, my friend. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. The purpose of this video is to discuss where I think the price is going to be by the end of this week for Ethereum by Sunday, and then where I think the price will be by the end of the month as well, by the end of the move, which I assume to be sometime in February, if not like early mid-March. And then where we're going to be by the end of the cycle as well. So if that all sounds good to you, hit the like button, you guys. Let's get going. Let's get started. Here we are sitting at about $3,217 right now. From a relative low to a relative high, we have found support specifically, pinpoint accurately, right at the 0.5, right here, like quite literally at the 0.5, which is at right about 3K, just under 3K there. So that's a nice little area to find support on. Not too common. It's more common that you find support on the 382 or the 618. Finding support right on the 0.5 is kind of abnormal, but you were closing still above the 382. You still are closing above the 382, so that's kind of nice, showing significance on the 382 nonetheless. I do say that whenever you find significance on the 0.5, which you don't normally, but when you find significance on the 0.5, you tend to get significant moves afterwards. So this could be the beginning, and I think that's a very, very good-looking wick for a significant move to follow afterwards, man. I don't know what's wrong with my eyes. Oh, I know what I did. I touched something and then I touched my eyes, guys. It's not something bad for my eyes, but it burns. You're going to see me rub my eyes in this video. I was trying to figure it out, man. I'm not going to say what it is because it's probably not. It's not. Just don't even worry about it. Anyways, low to high. Low to high. No, we're not going to do that. Let's look at the weekly basis here. Weekly basis. From a high point here to a low point here. This is your last cycle high in 2021, right? November 2021 to your low in June of 2022. We went all the way up to the 886, finding support at the 0.5 again. Okay, cool, nice. You do like to find support around that 0.5, it seems. Maybe Ethereum's just prone to its 0.5. Look, you even found resistance at its 0.5. Okay, so it is abnormal to find support and resistance at your 0.5. It really is. But for Ethereum, apparently it likes its 0.5. That's just what it likes. Every chart kind of has its own personality. The main point, though, you guys, when we do break out of this, whenever we do move up, I think we're going to know because we'll be above a $4,005 price. When we're above $4,005, that's when it's time to get immediately excited for a $7,751 move. Now, that is where I think Ethereum's going to be by the end of this move, which I assume to be by the end of February, if not sometime early March, mid-March is what my latest expectation would be. If we're not at $7,750, maybe we're a little bit higher, maybe we're a little bit lower. If we were a little lower, maybe 7,300, maybe 6,100. If we were a little bit higher, maybe just below 10K, guys, like genuinely just below 10K, but something in this range between 61 to 10,000, let's say 9,400, by the end of February, early March, would be my expectations for Ethereum. Specifically, this zone here, right? There's a lot more numbers going on here and lines going on, right? We've got the 1272, the 1886, the 200. Splitting it perfectly is this 1272 over here with $7,750 price. So I do think that's where you're going to go. I think that you've been consolidating for a very long time, right? Since your last cycle, you haven't seen new all-time highs. Once you cut loose, you're going to let loose the goose, man. It's going to be great. Let's see what you did last cycle, right? Whenever you broke above this high here, right there. I'm going to delete everything. We've got all that noise over there. You broke above this high right here. Did you stop immediately? Yes, you kind of did, actually. You kind of did stop immediately. But to be fair, here where you did stop immediately, you did not stop under it, did you? You stopped well under it, and then you saw a move all the way up to it. Where here, it's a bit of a different kind of circumstance, right? We are actually stopping basically right below our all-time highs. So I would expect this move, when we break out of this kind of consolidation phase, it doesn't stop right above our all-time highs, but it does continue further, right? So nonetheless, so even though you stopped for a couple weeks, over the months you progressed higher, right? Basically immediately, but not the look that I was going for there. I don't know if there's anything else that I could really compare it to. Let's see, this all-time high here, last cycle's high to the last cycle low. You went all the way up to your 1618. You fell just shy of the 1618. Now you're looking to exceed it. When you do get above 5,600, likely your next target would be at least $11,000 based off of this metric alone. So I do assume Ethereum to at least get to 11,000 by the end of the cycle. Okay, at least 11,000 by the end of the cycle, because the reason why is that I very much do believe you'll break above $5,600, right? If you break above 5,600, there's no doubt in my mind that you would at least go to $11,000, right? But likely you go higher than that even. If we take a high from the last cycle to the low, or not even the high, yeah, that is last cycle, that's right. This was the 2017 cycle, this is the last cycle. Okay, I was a little bit thrown off. I thought that was, I had it a little bit confused, but this last cycle high to this cycle low that we had here. The 1414 is just below that 11K price. The 1618 is up there. I would think personally you could stop at 11K just above the 1414. That happens sometimes, but I would think this 200 level up at about 14K at that 1618 in between the 200 and the 1886 over here. I think 14K is a nice target to hit. The highest that I would give Ethereum this cycle might be 30K. But truthfully, I can't really see Ethereum getting too much above 20K. I think 22K is a much more realistic, let's say, all-time high target prediction. Okay, this is a nice realistic all-time high target prediction too. Extremes on the upside, or maybe not extremes, but like realistic to the upside and then realistic on the downside, right? Something in between this range. Likely you don't stop at 14K, likely you don't go to 22,000, likely it's somewhere in between is what my expectation would be, okay? With the highest crazy moon boy expectation at 30K, I don't think you go above there, and the absolute pessimistic, most bearish bear boy prediction would be 11K. I don't think you stop there, so I hope that's all clear, right? End of cycle predictions are 14K to 22K. End of move predictions are something around $7,000 to $8,000, and that end of move is supposed to come probably by the end of February. I think late February, like the 20th of February, if not early mid-March. And then end of week, we didn't even get to that. I actually kind of skipped over that. I didn't mean to. End of week will be here. I would think Ethereum is between 35, it's at 32 now, between 3,500 and 3,700 by the end of the week. We're at 32 now, so we're going to gain about $300 to $500 by the end of the week. That's my expectations. I don't think I have anything else that I want to say. I think we've said everything. Let's look at the 4-hour time frame real quick. Looking bullishly charged, bro. That's intense bullish divergence. Look at that. Higher low right there. Dramatically lower low. Yeah, that's great. If you go, it would be great. I would love it if Ethereum went even lower. If it went below 3K again and you got another close here, because then you get another higher low. You get double bullish divergence, dude. It's a recipe for success, but you might not see it. I wouldn't expect it. I would expect you kind of move sideways today, and then tomorrow you start to peak up and move up to those targets we just discussed. So yeah, guys, I got nothing else for you. If you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe if you want more content like this. Thank you all for being here. If for whatever reason I feel like I'm missing something, I feel like there was something I was trying to achieve in this video and I just trailed off or forgot it. If there was something in the beginning of the video that I said I was going to do and I forgot it, please leave it in the comments so I'll make up for it tomorrow. Anyways, guys, thank you all. Bye.